Deutschland. It is
Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. We appreciate you. We love you. And this is your special day. I hope you are all feeling appreciated. I was going to post something when Megan did, but Megan hasn't yet. But you know what? If I don't blame her if she doesn't want to, that's okay too. I'm happy for them to keep it private. After all, they've had a very interesting past few days. But yeah, this popped up on the timeline. I did see it. I wasn't sure whether I was supposed to, because I wasn't sure if it was something that was supposed to be intimate and private. But thanks to the British media and their inability to stop stalking Harry and Meghan, it became public. But a lot of people have been posting it now. And since this channel supports the Meghan and Harry, let's post it. There's something I'm going to say at the end of this, and it ties back to my comment yesterday. For those of you who watch my videos, shout out to you, about the Invictus Games, its impact, and how it could have been used with Trooping the Colour to introduce the monarchy to a wider audience, to a less cynical audience, and bring them into the 21st century. Let's listen to Harry.
to be asked by Deutschland. It is a profound privilege to be asked by your Defence Minister to deliver a message to you on this sacred Veterans Day. My last visit to your remarkable country was to Dusseldorf 2 years ago for the Invictus Games, and it remains etched in my memory. The warmth, the enthusiasm, and the unwavering support shown by the German people for our global community of wounded service personnel was truly humbling. You certainly delivered on your promise to create a home for respect. That spirit of camaraderie, forged on the sports field, mirrors the unbreakable bond that connects veterans of all nations. We understand each other, regardless of flag or uniform, bound by shared experiences and an enduring commitment to service. Veterans are more than warriors. They are leaders. Living testaments to resilience and moral courage, they understand that loyalty must never lie with power alone, but with the people and with truth. As someone who has worn the uniform and stood shoulder to shoulder with brothers and sisters in arms from across the world, including many of you, I know that the weight of service is not carried lightly. We serve not to glorify war, but to protect peace. Not to follow a single voice, but to uphold a collective oath. To country, to people, and to the principles that bind us together as free nations. Germany has shown the world how memory, accountability, and unity can be turned into strength. In these turbulent times, your role in safeguarding peace and stability in Europe has never been more critical. To the brave men and women of the Bundeswehr, a heartfelt thank you for your steadfast service to your country, to your people, and to one another. Today is also a celebration of you, the values you stand for, the oath you took, and the great country you stand to protect. Today, let us renew our commitment, together, to protect the freedoms that define who we are, to serve each other for peace, for dignity, and for the enduring promise of democracy. Vielen Dank und einen schönen Tag.
Hot. That was hot. Harry, that was beautiful, guys. The more this man speaks, the more I look at it. You know, when Harry should be king. This is the king that is or was going to save the monarchy. Because he's been tested by the way he's been treated ever since he was a child, by the way he's gone to, the way he's, and sorry, I'm not being very articulate, bear with me. I'm trying to avoid sneezing because my hay fever is backing up now. Harry should be king. He's been through the fire. Now, am I going to take away the fact that he's a privileged man? Of course not. What? But his privilege is different. Unlike William and Charles, the press and their cruelty to him since he was a child, the harassment of him has in many ways humanized him in a way that William will ever be able to understand. Not because William is necessarily even a bad person. I don't think it's that black and white. When a system of privilege makes you their whipping boy, because even till now they're still whipping Harry. taking the one thing that brought him joy and a great amount of personal satisfaction and confidence because he didn't want to play your game anymore. That was cruel in a way that I don't think many of us fully I think what I'm trying to say in a very inarticulate way, guys, bear with me, I'm trying to avoid sneezing, is remove the royal family from him for a second and think of yourself in him. You've worked hard for something. It's something that gives you great personal satisfaction and pride. And because you didn't want to play a game that your family wanted you to play, they want to strip you of all the good work you did. They tried to take away his dignity by stripping him of his military service. They tried to take away his dignity by taking all these royal initiatives that he brought forward. The only thing they haven't taken from him yet is Invictus. Sentebele, I see comments about Sophie Chandoka. I'll get to her, don't worry. This man has been through a lot. And they still continue to whip him. They still continue to whip him and his wife. And if they're not careful, if they don't protect their children, and I'm sure they are doing their best to do so, they will whip his kids as well. And despite all that hate and fire, Harry stands 10 feet above everybody in his family right now. And that is where it's a big shame. I also personally think him leaving the royal family, on the other hand, has helped him grow his confidence in himself. Because now he has the opportunity to live outside this institution that brought him up all his life. He's had to work hard. He's had to work for his money. He's had to work for his security. He's had to learn how to fight in a different type of way. And that's why Harry will always be the superior member of the royal family, and why Harry should be king. And the Rota knows this. The royalists know this. And that's why they are screaming in the wind. Germany invited Harry. Nobody in the press knew. Nobody in the royal family knew. They personally invited him because they saw past all the noise. Through the Invictus, they saw a veteran. And they didn't notice how they didn't ask for Charles. They didn't ask for William. They asked for Harry. Shine on, Harry. This is a legacy nobody can take away from you. And personally, I'm very happy for you. And I'm very proud of you. Guys, please feel free to give Harry all the praise in the chat because he deserves it. And like I said, happy Father's Day to everyone. Please like, subscribe, share. Take care. Bye.